Hi, welcome to Swinging Steve's Bargain Beer Reviews, reviewing beers for you and only you because I care about you. That's a bit cheesy, isn't it? No, I don't really, I'm not that bothered. Anyway, so, here we go. I'm interested about this one today. This one came from B&M, not been to B&M for a long time. Went to check it out, and for 99p you get 500ml of this. Innis and Gunn IPA. Now, I didn't know Innis and Gunn did an IPA. I know they did a craft lager, and this looks like a similar sort of range to that. I'll show you me pouring it so we can have a little look. There we go. Can we see that? Very nice. So that's coming out a nice sort of straw colour, almost like a lager, you might say. So yes. Anyway, 99p, 500ml, beautiful can, lovely can. Look at that, really nice. You could argue that Innis and Gunn were like a craft beer brewery before the term craft beer was a thing, selling 330 bottles and having sort of slightly left field beers with like oak infused whiskey beers. We're talking maybe like 10 years ago, more now. So yeah, maybe at once upon a time these were sort of like craft beers, but they're also renowned for their sort of really nice bottle beers as well, such as which one am I thinking of now? The engine oil. That's a really nice one. They're stout. Always look out for that one. So if you ever see Innis and Gunn's oil, engine oil, a really nice stout. Try that. Okay, so this is very, very fresh, very, very lemony. Slight metallic note, slight sort of. That could be because there's still a little bit of head on there. As you can see, there's probably about half a finger's worth of nice sort of white foamy head. It smells lovely. It smells got a nice little bit of a gingeriness to it that you get from some of those spicy hops, like a Cascade, possibly, that's in there. Right, I'm going in. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it. It's subtle. It's very subtle, this. Carbonation's nice, as you can see. Dissipates quite nicely, that nice soft sort of bubbles floating up. 99p. Got some nice lace into the glass. Sign of good quality. Sweetness. It's got a lovely sweetness to it. Sweetness. Slight pepperiness, but it has got a nice lemon citriness to it, like a little zizz. What I would call as like a little zizz. Very nice. The malts are quite. I like the balance of this beer. I would say the malts are very sort of. The malts are quite set back, but they balance the beer out quite nicely as well, if you know what I mean. A slight biscuitiness to them. You could argue a slight caramel as well, maybe, or breadiness. Swishing it round a bit, you're getting a bit of a fartiness from the beer. Got a nice sweetness to it though. That's like an overwhelming, like lemony sweetness, which is really nice. It's pleasant beer. But it's also one of those beers which is great to have as like a one-off beer. You're in the garden, or the first beer when you put your feet up when you come home after a hard day's work. It's that kind of beer. It's a kind of beer I won't want too much of because the flavour is very subtle, and I could imagine it getting a little bit boring after a bit. It's nice though, it's nice enough. Let's see what it says. It says light, aromatic and hoppy, crafted in Scotland. The vibrant hop flavour of the West Coast IPA, but without a big hit of alcohol bitterness. Yeah, definitely agree with that so far. We've brewed it to be light, aromatic and moorish by adding uncompromising amounts of citrus, simcoe and centennial hops late to the brew, so that it's packed with tropical grapefruit, berry, lemon, zest character. Found out more at innisandgunn.com. Someone said to you it will filled with those hops, and you spent more than a couple of quid on that can, you'd be disappointed. That's what I'm saying. But that being said, it were 99 pence. There is American hops in there, you can tell. And they give it like this lovely citrusy zizz on your tongue. Centennial, Citra, what else did it say was in there? Simcoe. Yeah. It's not packed with hop flavour, but do you know what? It's nice enough. And it is a lovely beer. It's almost like a lager, actually. It's almost like a dry hop lager. But a little bit more body, maybe. A bit more sort of... a bit more hop character, possibly. Yeah. It's very nice. It's nice. It's actually growing on me as I drink it. Those hops in there are they're subtle, they're nice. I'm thinking of scores on the board with this one because I gave this an 8 out of 10, I think, when I did my Instagram channel. It's not as good as that. Top sevens. 7.8 out of 10. 7.8 out of 10. I'm giving a lot of beers the same sort of marks, but it is like a top 7. It's not good enough to be an 8. I'm probably being a little bit more picky now. The more beers I drink, the more picky you get. And that's how you are. But then again, the more spontaneous you are with beers, because it's all about mood, you know. On my Instagram channel, I reviewed the what they call it now, the White Witch beer by Moorlands Brewery, and I gave that like an 8.1 out of 10 because I really liked that. I thought it was spot on. It wasn't anything special, but it was brewed with quality ingredients, you know, and it did exactly what I wanted it to. And maybe that was because of the mood I was in at the day. Maybe if I was on a really hot summer day and I drunk this, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. And that's how fickle we can be as reviewers. All I can say is it's worth 99 pence. Definitely worth picking up. It's a lovely beer. 7.8 out of 10. I've been Swinging Steve. Nice to know you. And I will see you on the next beer review. Please leave your comments below.